Alright, greetings Benedians, and welcome to another breakdown video, but this time it's going to be for the event skills. To those of you who know, I already have one from the previous event, but something I noticed about the patch notes was the fact that if you actually look at the two previous events, this one is the new event where you got levels 1 through 6 being 1, 3, 8, 13, 20, and 25 total skills needed for each specific skill level. And then when we go to the next one, it is going to be 1, 4, 10, so it's a little bit different. So because of which I had to modify my skill guide. It's only a little bit different, but it's only a little bit different. But because of which I have modified it, because this event, for the one that we had before from the Ultimate Collab event, where we had 8 skill points per week, which was 8 times 5 being 40 total points per week, which made this one, I believe, according to Nexon, a little bit more reasonable in terms of its progression. It might be the same a little bit, but just in case, I'm going to put on a new one, just so there's a little bit more transparency on this one. And for the new event, we only get 5 points for each specific day, for a total of 25 per week. So, to reflect that, I have changed my spreadsheet a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's the same to an extent, but since the previous one didn't actually have the actually more sweaty build where I squeezed out every little bit of skill points anywhere I could. So because of which I'm making a brand new one just to showcase it. And unlike the previous event, this event actually has 11 weeks total. And from what I can tell, weeks 10 and 11 are the extra skill points, so you can do whatever you want after that. And as I mentioned from the previous one I did, once again, the event skill build for this one is strictly for Mules, as in going from Arcane River to Grandis. So Grandis is going to be tertiary in terms of priority, in terms of Monster Park and Arcane River EXP. And just to reiterate from the previous one, here's the layout. Monster Park is way more EXP than the Grandis, the Arcane River dailies totals. So pretty much that is the reason why you're going to see Monster Park as the primary focal point. And if you hear noise outside, I do apologize. I'm in New York and people don't understand not to honk the horn just because you can't get around people. Alright, but to put it simply, oh, and once again, this spreadsheet will be screenshotted and posted on my Twitter, so people don't have to like scroll around, like pause the video over and over. But I'm just going to go through this once just to show you guys what I'm talking about and how I plan this out. So, for the spreadsheet, so like the last one, the top one is going to be the total amount of points you get per week, per day, total amount that's used by you, how much you inputted because of the levels. So for the first week, on day 1, you will be able to get level 2 Monster Park right away, because 1 plus 3 is 4, which gives an extra 1, which allows us to put 1 into Arcane right away. And do not worry, I checked, thanks to the person who actually mentioned this last time. This extra level you can do on day 1 actually does not impede any of the levels for the ones later on. So thank you for actually pointing this out to me, whoever actually said that. So, day 1, level 2 Monster Park, level 1 Arcane, day 2 Grandis level 1, which will also not impede the total EXP as well. Day 3, you go to level 3 Monster Park, level 2 Arcane level at the 4th day, and then for the second week, level 4 for Monster Park on the first day, and level 5 on the 5th day of the second week. And the third week, you will do level 6, which is the max for Monster Park, on the 5th day of the third week. And going to week 4, you will get level 3 for Arcane River on the second day, and level 4 for the 5th day. And you can also actually put in level 2 for Grandis if you want. And as you can tell, it does not impede on the total amount. Going back over here for the 5th week, level 5 Arcane will be on day 4 of the 5th week, and the 6th week will be level 6 on the 4th day for Arcane River. And then from there is just pretty much just squeezing in Grandis all the way up to the end as well, just so you can have your Mules and your main, depending how you have your stuff spread out. And then as I mentioned earlier, week 10 and week 11 will be pretty much whatever you want. So let's go over some of the skills specifically. This is the new event, so you're going to want to decide what you're going to want. Honestly, if you're in Reboot, the Urda is kind of useless, especially the fact that we don't have this until the next event. But we actually might, only because if we actually go... I'll show you guys what I mean later. But currently, I'm not 100% confident about the Soul Urda portion, mostly because it's not during the event. I will check later once again. I'll probably just correct myself later. Monster Park is going to be based if you want to. Bounty Portal EXP. I remember that in GMS the bounty portals are going away, so the video that I made showcasing the map that bounty portals are good will be kind of redundant, I suppose. But just to reiterate, bounty portals are really good EXP during training, especially if you're in a low traffic map where you will not be able to, where you won't lose your map as too often. So consider this if you plan on training long term during the event. If not, we could go over for the Soul Erda. But just to double check, let us go take a look at the bounty portal, not the bounty portal, the Sunny Sunday. If you go to the Sunny Sunday, the Sunny Sundays for this patch end on July 13th, and then if you go back to the actual event skills, where are you, buddy? Let's see, Starlight Harvest. It goes up until August 26th, which makes me think that we are going to be getting this version 261 patch with this portion of the event still being active, which means we could probably take advantage of the Soul Erda extra EXP for those who plan on doing M3, M4 on the first couple of days of the next release. I could be wrong, but seeing as week 10 and 11 is where we get the excess, technically at the second half of week 9 is when we get the extra points, you could probably plan ahead for this one. But obviously, by the time that we actually get to the 9th, 10th, and 11th week, we will already be well into the next event, I assume, because usually when the patch notes say a Sunny Sunday ends at a certain time period or a certain time frame, we can usually infer from there that it's actually probably when we get the next patch. It's pretty much never been wrong. So I guess keep that in the back of your head for some, you know, as food for thought, I guess. Other than that, if anyone actually sees any errors or any ideas of how you could probably squeeze more EXP out of this for the actual way I have it configured, please let me know down either in the comments of this video or on the Twitter post that I'll be having in the description as well. And other than that, I hope this actually helped you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!